$100,000 from that round. So if you guys remember, we shifted very quickly from doing a Series A to doing a safe. The Series A didn't work out partially because of the market crashing.
Digital currencies have now lost $2 trillion,
erasing more than $200 billion.
The great crypto crash.
From cash that we've raised before and cash that we've just closed now, we have 8 months of runway left. We've got 8 months of operations left in the tank. If we make no more money, we close after 8 months. Traditional investments like stocks and bonds can be complicated and boring. We want anyone, anywhere to be able to invest in assets that they know and trust. Think art, property, whiskey, or watches. We use NFT technology to make these alternative investments accessible to everyone.
End to end, a brand can come to us now, launch one of these amazing vetted projects. A person on our app who picks up one of these projects sees a vetted, amazing project that will give back value, tangible, real value. And that doesn't mean that art doesn't have its place. We're still going to keep doing a lot of what we were doing in the past, but we're just going to add, a couple of extra categories. Sweet guys, morning. Aaron's off to NFT New York. It's massive. They have 1,500 speakers. Maybe just to kind of say the project, the focus this week is the project utility, getting our projects out, but let's just keep pushing because it's going to make everything easier from investment and just getting more client sides. Hands in. Do this. 1, 2, 3, break!
Seb, can you talk me through the changing of our brand? What have we changed and what are the plans for the future?
Our brand and our company has evolved. So Steph's done some great designs on revamping our website. Julia's been updating our messaging. And now we need to look at our video content and mature that as well so that all three of them align. So James, you have come up with some great ideas around a podcast and what that might look and feel like. And we feel that's the perfect format to put out mature content that aligns with our messaging and our brand. And if we get signed off on the idea of a podcast, we can jump straight into production.
I just want to ask about the different projects that we have worked on and are going to work on.
Yes, we did the Moment YouTube Pass, famous and legendary coin collection, and now we're going to tokenize property.
We've got properties, so we're going to be tokenizing 2 properties. Terrastruck, that's a solar farm that we're going to sell NFTs that represent a solar panel. People will get a return on investment as the solar panels generate electricity.
Also on the table is a wine project.
We just a bit of an all-round cleanup on the code base. Probably the main thing that we did was allowing anyone to be able to create projects really easily through our Moment Pro dashboard. So you've got projects here, you can create new ones or just edit them, put all the information, bang, you've got your project on Moment. There was 1 trillion bug fixes in between that too.
Also the new sign-up journey is pretty cool. That was
sign-up journey is fucking sick. We've got a brand new website, so that's fucking sick.
This message.
From my side, I'm back. Just in case everyone doesn't know the whole story, so obviously we went to San Francisco for XDC. While we were there, Tyler Reed, who's one of our mentors, gave us a phone call and said that he had tickets to NFT NYC. We're finally going live with these vetted projects that we've been talking about and working on for a really long time. We've always spoken about driving utility in NFTs since literally day one. This feels like the first time we really found our stride and we're doing it.
Can you update me on any leads that we've got trying to hunt down investment?
I just got back from America and I told myself that if I came back without having closed the round that I'd failed. And I have come back not having closed the round. So I do feel very much like I've failed. We do have a really, really good lead with a local, when I say local, I mean the whole continent. Company actually, not a VC, but they've got an investment arm. It's and I think we are the perfect technology partner and solution to help them stay up to date. So we're working on the pitch as we speak, but we've got 3 major projects that we're going to be launching with them. Hopefully we get sign off on those. So we're pitching both angles to them. You know, when we launch the projects and do really well, your investment also does really well, and we all succeed together.
Don't forget about OV. So OV is a accelerator program specifically for Web3 startups. Some of the outliers that are backing the accelerator are Snoop Dogg, Kendall Jenner, the Oculus, co-founder of Sandbox. I really think we need the funding, so we really hope we get in.
Web3, wag me.
Sid, so how did the podcast pitch go?
The meeting went okay. The guys aren't too sold on the idea of doing a podcast. 2 main reasons. The first being, of course, budget. And the second being that they're not too sold on the idea of doing a podcast and what it's going to look and feel like. The 2 things we need to do. Firstly, we need to make a pilot episode for them, or you need to make a pilot episode for them, so we can show them what it's going to look and feel like. And then we also need to have a workshop, obviously, regarding budget, where we're going to find the money to buy the equipment and to fix up the room.
We can't bank 100% on getting the amount of funding that we were hoping to achieve.
When you don't have that funding, you have to switch to being a lot leaner to keep the ship afloat.
We need time. If you need time, you need money, right? You need money for salaries and everything that we do. So Julia was kind enough to offer to reduce her salary and get paid once we receive funding. Myself and Aaron cut 30% of our salary as well. Looked at all our SaaS tools, everything that we spend on. We cut costs to the point where we believe we cannot cut anymore. Some people have left for various reasons, which has also helped that. Not that we don't like people leaving, but
Namely, one of those was your brother.
yeah. I don't think Luke really wanted to leave, and I didn't really want him to leave, but it got to the point where I think our relationship was being impacted. We gave it a go, and he did amazing things at the moment, but I think working with family, it either works incredibly well until it doesn't.
We also lost Lwazi.
Lwazi was a really, really tough one.
I was crying, to be honest. We'd been working together so closely for so long, and he's grinded and worked so damn hard.
When runway is really tight, you've got to make some tough calls. So that was a really hard one for us.
Nathan also left. Did that come as a surprise to you?
Yeah, it was a big surprise. Nathan was our first hire.
Those original videos, man, they were crazy. That was super cool.
I'm keen to see what he produces in his own time as well.
And then
Steph was really frustrating because I think if he wasn't studying, I think he would be 100% working here. And
Steph has got a place here as soon as he graduates. Julian came in, it was a very short stay. He produced some incredible 3D models, and his dream job was to work in film and doing compositing in film. He's landed in an incredible role now.
But I'll talk a bit about Isaac. So one of our engineers that left, I think some mistakes were made from my side, to be honest. Not everyone coming through your door is going to fit perfectly. He's got to do what he wants to do. I think for us, what's more important is vision, not technology.
I just found the kind of tech startup lifestyle just getting a bit overwhelming for me. I've been working pretty much non-stop for the past however many years of my life, and I saved up a bit of money, and now I'm doing a couple creative projects. My time at Moment was potentially some of the most enriching of my career so far, where I was pushing my skills to the limit and collaborating with some of the most incredible, enlightened creatives I've ever met.
My brother confided in me the one day that he was really struggling with the power dynamic between us as brothers and us as co-workers. It was decided that it's probably best that I leave the company. I'm now working for a company called Blockcoin. We're a cryptocurrency exchange, so I'm still in blockchain. Definitely built a bit of a family at the moment, which I was very sad to say goodbye to. Since leaving, me and my brother have been surfing, we've been going to the gaming cafe, we've been going camping. Things are sort of back to how they used to be, which I think we're both very, very happy with.
As the team knows, during my time working for Moment, I've also been studying visual communication design on the side. And that's a full-time degree, so it's kept me quite busy. So yeah, I'm no longer working for Moment, as I'm taking some time to focus on and complete my studies. And I'm also forever grateful for the people that I've met, as well as everything that I've learned.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the In the Moment podcast. My name's James, I'm the video producer here at Moment. With me today is James. Hi, I'm James Macy, video producer at Moment.
I showed them the pilot that you did. They really liked it. They just made a comment about the tone. It was perhaps a bit too much on the funny side. So we need to just formalize that tone a bit. But the cool thing and the big thing that we figured out is that the whole point of tokenizing our YouTube ad revenue into the MYT pass was so that we could raise money to then buy equipment and to make better content.
So the budget is whatever we've made from the
So
pass.
we need to calculate how many passes we've sold and then times that.
Get out of the way. $2,888.
$2,880
in rands.
So let's go dollars to rands equals 49,700.
50,000 rand.
50,000 rand. Why is the box so big?
This is expensive. What else do we need?
We need to paint the room.
We got the.
We need to do the props. We need to work on the lighting, work on the soundproofing, shoot the footage.
Yeah. I'm just gonna clean.
Yeah?
Clean.
Clean what?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sweet, Rail. So tell us a little bit about Scoin, the Scoin shop, and the South African Gold Coin Exchange.
So the South African Gold Coin Exchange was founded in 1972, 50 years ago in fact.
Yeah, that's the point.
I just got a message from he says they're keen to go into DD.
Fuck yeah, man.
Epic.
Really shitty guy, to be honest, I really do.
So now we're in due diligence phase. We've got to do due diligence. If successful, we're going to do $4.5 million invested in the company.
It's exciting that they're the right partners.
Yeah.
Like they'll make us the biggest platform in Africa in 6 months.
Easy.
Like literally. We were late on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone's like, oh, we already knew. I'm like, oh.
Great success.
Great success.
I'll start.
Adam's going to start.
So guys, dev team absolutely killed it this week. We did a massive deployment for like a shit ton of code that we've been working on for 3 weeks. It's a common thing to know that deployments just always go wrong. Like even if you try your best, they just don't go well, and this one went well. I think it's to say cheers to you.
Shout out for James for getting the first podcast live. It looks really good. And then the cool thing about the podcast is not going to be all like projects and stuff. It's also going to be fun stuff. So we're going to be talking about topical things, get more of a community vibe going, like Moment used to be, I think.
I also want to give a huge shout out to Offic and Michael. We set like a goal to convert 6 businesses. Paid us our launch fee to tokenize 60 million rand of gold. Yeah, 5 or 6 other MOUs have all been signed, so that cash is also coming in. We're on track to sort of hit the goal by the end of month 3 once all of those close.
Yeah, I'm stoked to see that it is actually working out and that we probably are going to overshoot the goal.
As much as I love the motivation of impending doom and being on 5 months of runway, we've got an approval from the board to accept the Outlier Ventures offer. Some really, really good corporate structuring and stuff has resulted in a £63,000 tax rebate. So just those 2 things put us back up to 10 months of runway, and then we've also got a commitment from for $1 million in the round. And then remember, we are in DD with for a $4 million ticket. Adam and I went to as well. They're committing a 500 to 750k ticket. I'm pretty excited. 1, 2, 3, break! Oh, please.
James here, producer of In the Moment. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I'm not gonna lie, they had us in the first half. But Moment will never die. Moment for 1,000 years. Children will have our posters on their wall and scholars will write about our lives. So we're gonna call that Season 1 of In the Moment. But that doesn't mean that content on this channel is done. In fact, it's going to be ramping up. With our new studio setup finished, we're going to be releasing full episodes of our In the Moment podcast once a month. And we plan to release smaller mini podcasts in between those. Then we have Metaversity, our multi-chapter Web3 educational course that will take you from knowing nothing about Web3 to being an expert on the subject. Nathan has already written the first 2 chapters, each chapter having multiple episodes. And we're currently looking for the best fit person to host the series. If that all sounds good to you, please subscribe. And if it sounds really good to you, you can invest in the channel by buying an MYT pass. See ya!